Soren.
Wow, cool deck.
So who's his opponent?
He's playing against Jake Moldowsky, who's playing a pretty standard red-green aggro deck. He has 2 Wolfier Silverhearts. He has 4 Avenger, a card which I've been so impressed with.
Yeah,
this
that card's
weekend.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 for 3, 3 Flash Regenerate, just amazing. 2 Galblast, 2 Incinerate, 2 Bonfire, and 4.
That's a
War
lot of
and
swords.
Peace.
Yeah.
That's. I don't think that's going to be that strong against Mike.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the Planeswalkers are going to be really good. The only Planeswalker that's not going to be that good, I don't think, in this matchup is Soren. Soren is actually really liability in this matchup because if he plays a Soren and say like makes a guy to block, if Jake has a Bonfire of the Dam, for example,
Right.
he can Bonfire, take out the token, deal 1 to the Soren, and then finish it off. I actually saw Ian Duke do that. His opponent had down 3 tokens, and Ian just played a Bonfire for 1, dealt the 1 to the Soren,
And that only costs 3 mana, 2 Bonfire for 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Not that much.
it's definitely a really strong answer to Lingering Souls. I think that's one reason why Lingering Souls kind of died down some.
Right.
Yeah, that and Sword and War Piece.
Yeah, Bonfire of the Damned is so good. We've seen that in so many deck lists, and every time it's like, well, he really needs to draw Bonfire right now.
Yeah.
It's like always what they want to draw.
Yeah, definitely really good. But I think it's gonna be a close matchup. I don't know any of these players personally, to be honest, and so I'm not really familiar with their play style. But I mean, they're both 7-1, so they're probably doing something right here.
Yeah, it's not that easy to get to 7-1 in a major tournament.
Yeah. But I'll be excited to see what happens here.
Yeah, I think in general, Mike's going to be favored with all his Planeswalkers, and his 4 Lingering Souls is huge.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Esper control deck as well. The Day of Judgments, the Terminus, and he also has early removal. He has Mortarpod, he has Go for the Throat, and he has Doomblade. So if Mike's on the play and he plays a land, Jake might go like land mana accelerator in the form of an elf or a bird. Mike could just play a Mortarpod and take care of it. Yeah.
And Curse of Death's Hold, which Mike is playing 2 of, is a card that we always overlook, but it's like it kills all the birds, all the elves, half the Geist.
Yeah.
Makes Huntmaster a joke.
Yeah, it's a card
so
that
good.
hasn't really seen much play recently. But we're off already, so we have Mike on the right, and he just plays a turn 1 black-white dual land, the Isolated Chap. I always want to call it Godless Shrine.
Oh yeah, it looks a lot like it. Really does.
Yeah. And Jake has the Forest and Llanowar Elf, and yeah, this is exactly what I just talked about.
Mortarpod.
Yeah.
Mike was lucky enough to win the roll. If he hadn't won the roll, it might not be fast enough.
Yeah, exactly. But that's exactly what I said before we saw this match start.
Yeah. And wow, Mike's hand is really good. He has a Liliana, a Lingering Souls.
Yeah. All right. So there's a Green Sun for 1. So he'll probably just go get a Bird of Paradise. Looks like he might be missing red mana here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bird's not in M13.
It's not?
No.
Oh wow.
They already announced it. So maybe Noble Hierarch will come out.
Oh, that guy's really good.
Yeah. All right. So now, if Mike does have the black mana necessary for Liliana, do you think he wants to play Liliana, or does he want to just play a Souls here?
I'd probably just play the Liliana. Get rid of that bird.
Yeah, get rid of the bird.
Jake's obviously pretty constrained on mana if he's green sunning for 1.
Yeah.
If Jake plays say like a Galvanic Blast on the Liliana, that's still pretty good. That does use him the entire turn.
Yeah.
And, 2 for 1s.
So there's Isolated Chapel.
Ooh, so no.
That's kind of interesting because he could have played Island Lingering Souls, and then next turn he could have flashback Lingering Souls if he drew a land, and equipped it to kill the bird, or he didn't have the flashback. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he does have a thing twice in his hand, so he will be able to use the mana, but I'm not sure which is better.
Okay.
So,
Well,
think twice.
Yeah. Jake misses another land drop.
Gets that sword into play though.
Yeah.
That can present a problem to Mike, but he has a lot of answers for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I still kind of like the Lingering Souls play last turn. But I guess he's going to play Liliana here, so it works out fine.
Yeah. I'm not sure which one's the right play. Both are fine.
Yeah, it's
Both
definitely
use
close.
all his mana.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Liliana makes him sack the bird.
Yeah, this is looking really bad for Jake.
Yeah, he has a Curse in hand. He has a Sorin in hand, Lingering Souls. This is just going to get really ugly really fast for Forest Wolf Run, sort of War and Peace.
Yep. All right, so Mike draws for his turn. Yeah, I mean, Mike could just pretty much do anything in here. I mean, I kind of like Lingering Souls flash it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can Sorin Emblem.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the game's pretty much over, barring like a bonfire or something.
Right.
That might just keep. But I see a Consecrated Sphinx in his hand as well. All right, so there's Lingering Souls number 1. Let's see if he'll flash it back and Yeah, I think he's got. Yeah, all right. So he has four tokens now.
Yep, 4 tokens.
Do you think he's gonna use that Liliana? Tick it up or no?
His hand is really good. I wouldn't even.
No. Okay.
I think I just let it be.
Yeah, I see Soren, Sphinx, and something else.
It is nice to be able to kill any sort of bird of paradise he draws, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
either way, you know, like you said, Mike could be playing blindfolded from this point forward, and
Yeah.
it probably wouldn't matter too much.
so he does decide to tick it up. It looks like.
Okay. I wonder what I'll discard. Wow,
The
Curse
Curse.
of Death's Hold.
Okay.
Right, see, he's trading a card he could cast for a card that Jake can't cast, so I don't know how much I like that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter. I think Jake might just, scoop it up in a turn or two.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So he gets a bird, and I mean, it's only game 1, so Jake really can't get down on himself, or.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jake had a good draw if that elf lived, but Mike just happened to have one of his mortar pods, a card which isn't really standard in any Esper list, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, a Mortapod just kind of died down in general. You don't really see it in the Delver decks.
Right.
But I mean, it's still a good card. All right, so Jake will just pass the turn.
Has a bird of paradise in play, hoping that he can get a hit in, but his opponent discarding Curse of Death's Hold, he probably knows he's in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. See, now Mike just has to lose that Liliana to make him sacrifice it, unless he wants to, lose a token by putting a Mortar-Pot on him.
Right. I think if he drew land, the Mortar Pod play would be fine, but he didn't draw land, so he couldn't play Soren too.
Yeah. All right, Soren, get an emblem right here.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
And just start bashing him.
Yep.
8 to you.
All right, Jake's on 12, and Jake's gonna have to, just in case he gets out of this and handles the tokens, he's gonna face down a Sphinx in a couple turns,
Right.
or next turn.
A Sphinx backed up by a Soren.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I think he has 2 Sphinx in his hand.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Mythic rare control.
Yeah, pretty much. This reminds me of like one of those decks that had Gideon and Jace and cost like $1,000.
$1,000 for a standard deck.
Yeah.
Not when I started playing.
Nah.
I'll tell you that.
All right, so Jake does nothing.
Soren makes a 1/1 lifelinker.
Yep.
And
Yeah, it looks like Jake will probably fall down to 4 this turn, and Mike could just pretty much finish him off with the Mortapod. Yeah.
He could at this point. We'll see what he does. We'll see if he slams the Sphinx, if he gives away the information that it's in his deck.
Yeah, I mean, he probably shouldn't.
I wouldn't. I don't think there's any reason
Yeah.
to. I guess Bonfire theoretically could make him lose.
I mean, he would need a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
a mountain
so.
and bonfire,
I
and
guess so.
Mike not to attack. But all right.
So Mike Clanton wins game 1.
Yeah.
Pretty unexciting game. Unfortunately, it's so easy to happen in the standard format. A lot of the times it's, okay, I have a perfect curve, you're dead. You had a perfect curve, I'm dead. Only if neither player did, or both players do, it's really a close game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I really like the format. How about you?
I mean, honestly, I think Type 2 is pretty good. I prefer Legacy.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I always call it Type 2. I know we're supposed to call it Standard because now it's
Right.
called, but I'm just like too old school.
I still slip sometimes. I still call it Type 2 sometimes.
Yeah.
But it just feels like it seems like the games that are decided by skill are really, really skill intensive, but there are too many games that are just over before they begin, like this one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like the Delver decks get to play Ponder, which is probably one of the best cards in the format. It's just make sure your draw really consistent.
Right.
I mean, that's what happens when you play a red-green aggro deck. You're relying on your mana accelerators, and if they die, what are you gonna do?
You can't play Ponder, that's for sure.
Yeah, So I think next weekend I'm gonna play some form of blue-white or maybe red-green aggro, but I'm thinking I'm just probably gonna play blue-white of some sort.
I'd probably just play blue-white with a good mirror list.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah, I saw Sam Black had a new deck that he wrote on StarCityGames.com. Kind of more controlling with Tomeo and Gideon. Did you see this?
Yeah, definitely.
What did you think about it?
I think it's pretty good. A lot of players are playing it this weekend. We saw Bryce Menard play it on camera a few rounds ago. It looked good. I'm not sold on Tomeo though.
No?
Just because she's not that good in the mirror.
Okay, all right, that's fair. So for sideboarding here now, what do you think the red-green player Jake is going to bring in?
Well, he has a lot of options available to him. He has 4 Zealous Conscripts, 3 Dismember, 2 Feast and Famine, 2 Bonfire, 2 Batterskull, 2 Hellrider. But I'm not sure how good any of them really are in this matchup.
I think what he wants to bring in, the 4 Zealous Conscripts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that Jake might have a situation where Mike is ticking up the Liliana, and he ticks it up to 6, for example, and all of a sudden he plays Zealous Conscripts, steals it, and then ultimates Mike with his own Liliana. So that could definitely be an option because it steals any permanent.
Oh wow! I always think that card is only creature. I don't know how I have it in my head that it's only creature, but that's a really good play.
Yeah, this happened in the tournament today. I played Zombie Pod. I played Awfully today. I remember Ben Stark was 10-0 at some Grand Prix recently, Grand Prix Orlando. He was 10-0 and then he got sick and he just bombed.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I was really sick. He wrote an article. He's like, I got so sick I bombed out. And I was just like, wow, I wonder like, can you really bomb out? And yeah, I was just so sick before. I'm still sick now, and it definitely affected my play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're sucking it up for the people at home.
Yeah, I gotta do it for the people. You know. Not to mention, I think the Zombie Pod deck is not that good of a deck just because it's so inconsistent.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like Birthing Pod is either the best card in your deck or it does nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Too often.
Yeah. But I think he's gonna bring in the 4 Zealous Conscripts. And I think because the thing is that a card like Galvanic Blast is just like too bad against Mike.
Right. Does almost nothing.
A card like Incinerate is too bad versus Mike.
Right.
You know what
Bonfire, maybe not. Bonfire can do a little more against the Planeswalkers.
Yeah, but Bonfire could take out the Lingering Souls as well.
Yeah.
So that's why you probably have to leave in the Bonfires. But yeah, I would be happy with the Zealous Conscripts. Take a Planeswalker, take a Sorin, and or even if you take the Gideon. Mike thinks he's safe behind the Gideon.
Right, and then you take it and Mr. Cat Cam for $1 million.
Yeah, and you can attack with the Gideon too.
Yeah.
Make it a 6/6 and
I think we'll probably see him take out his 4 Warren piece, add 2 Feast and Famine, probably go down to maybe 2 Equipment.
Yeah, I like that. Play only 2 Sword and Feast of Famine, but the problem is that he knows that he has Lingering Souls.
Right.
And he might put him on something like Timely Reinforcements, right? He still wants the Sword and Warren pieces in his deck somewhere. Maybe not 4. But maybe
some number, maybe like 2/2, 2/1.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would just hate to draw something like 3 swords against an Esper deck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really tough.
Yeah. On the other hand, Mike is going to bring in Ratchet Bombs. I think he's going to bring in. I think he's going to bring in Celestial Purge, and probably the Timely Reinforcements. So he looks at Timely Reinforcement, Ratchet Bomb, Celestial Purge. Is definitely something that he'll be interested in bringing in, and the Divine Offering as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely like the Divine Offering. That's a card that really is just like a mainstay of all these white sideboards. It's like they always play 1 or 2 Divine Offering, and it's really, really good.
Some people might say Remote Existence, slightly better. Who really cares about the life gain? The whole thing is instant speed.
Right.
Yeah.
It can kill Nexus, instant speed. It can mess with the combat math.
Exactly. All right. So Jake leads off with the Forest, no mana accelerator, which probably means that he has a turn 2 Green Sun Zenith for 1.
Yeah.
Either that or a Strangleroot Geist. Otherwise, I couldn't really see him keeping this hand.
No, any hand without a turn 1 or 2 play in that deck is not good.
Okay, I guess he just drew the bird.
Okay.
And I still put him on having a Green Sun Zenith in his hand. Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Geist with no green source, something like that.
Okay, possibly.
Still probably a
Green Sun, yeah.
So Mike Mana Leak at the ready.
Does he have it in his hand?
Yeah.
Okay, he does. Okay. All right, so surprisingly, Jake has no Caverner Souls,
Yeah.
And he just passes the turn. All right.
Wow. What hand did he keep here?
Well, okay.
Oh, he has a wolf here.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's pretty good. All right, so he sneaks the wolf in right there. But it looks like Mike might have the Doomblade.
Yeah, that's a Doomblade peeking out there. I think Doomblade, Snapcaster, Mana Leak.
Yeah, I think I still might want to hold up for Mana Leak, though, because I don't really want to fall behind. Because if he Doomblade's here, then Jake has an open window to do something powerful.
Right, especially for 5 mana.
Yeah.
And it's not like Jake's never going to tap out again either.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised these red-green aggro decks don't play any Planeswalker.
Huh.
Because I feel like they would be good.
Right, like 1 Garruk Relentless, 2 Garruk Relentless.
Yeah, even the M12 Garruk could be fine.
Oh, yeah. Or like the Chandra, maybe even.
Yeah.
She's pretty weak, but
something.
She might fill a hole.
Yeah, I'll probably lean more towards Garruk.
Yeah.
But the Wolf gets in there for 3, so Mike's going to fall down to 17.
And Jake has a sword, leaving regeneration mana up.
Yeah. Now, some people might say, why did he tap the bird? Well, he tapped the bird because he wanted to make sure he could always regenerate the wolf.
Right.
Maybe a tragic slip on the bird if it was untapped, and
And wow, Mike lets the sword resolve. Instead, just flashes back to think twice.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I don't know Mike's hand, so this probably means that he has Divine Offering in hand. I don't know if he does.
Such a dangerous card.
Yeah, it really is. especially when you're playing a control deck, you're going to have a lot of cards in your hand.
Right, always.
Yeah.
So right now, the cards we know in Mike's hand: Snapcaster, Mana Leak, Doomblade. So he has a lot of answers.
Yeah.
Question is, will Doomblade ever be able to kill that Wolfie? Or maybe Jake's going to be really careful this game and never tap out.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think maybe Mike thinks that he could just Doomblade in response to an attack or something.
Right.
But Jake makes a smart play there by targeting the wolf with the equipment. So Jake's just going to regenerate here.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should though.
Yeah. Now what Mike's probably going to do in his main phase, I don't even know if he could. I was going to say he could Snapcaster back to Doomblade.
Right.
But I don't think he could afford to tap out.
Yeah, and there's the forest right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm Jake, I would probably would have played that forest pre-combat, because if Mike had a second Doomblade, for example, the wolf would be dead.
Sure.
A little minor mistake, though. Not really a big deal. Not this game, anyway.
All right, so... Yeah, I'm still really surprised that Mike allowed the sword to resolve, because he did have Mana Leak in his hand, and he still does. So it's kind of interesting because, the longer the game goes, the worse Mana Leak becomes.
Right, especially against a deck with so many birds and elves.
Yeah. And I think maybe Mike knows that, he might have made a slight player there.
Right, because now he has 8 cards in hand, 7 after he plays his land, but still he has so many cards he just can't use them all in time.
Yeah. All right. So. Yeah, that's why lots of times people don't flash back their thing twice, because they're gonna have to discard anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So this wolf here, it looks like it's gonna hit.
Yeah. I really like Jake's position.
Yeah. The wolf is so hard to deal with. Mike's gonna have to have a Day of Judgment. Okay. So Tiago Chan flashes back Doomblade. That doesn't do much though.
Yeah,
it's gonna fog for 1 turn.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean, Mike just really can't take a hit.
No, I mean, think of how much better a position Mike would be in if he.
Yeah, that sword was not in play.
Yeah, if he just Mana Leaked that sword.
Yeah, and now Jake was able to sneak in a Huntmaster. It is a kind of a risky play here, though.
It is. I mean, Mike could just untap and
play Day of Judgment. Yeah.
Right.
Kind of surprised, but let's see.
Yeah, maybe he has a really good follow-up if a Day of Judgment were to occur.
Yeah, maybe like a Silver Heart.
Yeah, that would be all right.
Yeah.
Or something like a haste creature to go with that sword.
Yeah.
With that green sun that you put him on, maybe.
Yeah.
He never really had a good opportunity to cast it.
Yeah. Also, Zealous Conscript essentially only costs 4 mana.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a Consecrated Sphinx, so this is gonna help Mike for sure.
Yep, Mike will draw 2. Jake will draw 1.
Yeah. I mean, Mike's still at a pretty high life. He's at 17.
Yep, and he just drew a Lingering Souls, too. Doesn't help with the sword, but helps with the other creatures.
Yeah, I mean, if you can hide behind the Sphinx and draw some more cards. This was kind of like a pretty aggressive game, But I still think Mike should have Mana Leaked the sword.
Yeah, I mean, what's that Mana Leak doing right now? It's just sort of rotting in his hand.
Yeah. But then Jake Miracles of Bonfire, and then he has the Mana Leak.
And we're going to look like fools.
Yeah.
But he thinks he can get around this sword without Mana Leaking it. We'll see if he can.
Yeah, so right now the wolf is a 5/5. So no matter what, the sword's definitely going to hit. Even if he well, I guess if he double blocks here. No, it doesn't even matter. If he double blocks, it still doesn't matter.
Why can't he just... Oh, because of the wolf round, of course.
Yeah, because he has +3. He's got 2 lands plus the bird.
So he will wolf run.
Yeah.
Wolf run for the max.
I don't think Mike saw that play.
No, he must not have, because his Sphinx is just dead.
Yeah, he chumped with his Sphinx, and he still took 7 damage.
Right.
I mean, because what's he gonna do now? Is he gonna play Gideon, kill the wolf? That's not even gonna matter.
He can't even target the wolf. That's pro white.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too at first.
But
but pro white.
Yeah, but I mean, even if he could target it, for example, it doesn't matter because he could just move the sword and bash in again.
Right. Now, if sword wasn't in play,
yeah, it'd be totally different. Yeah. Yeah. So moral of the story for everybody watching: if your opponent plays a sword,
and you can counter it, counter it.
Yeah. Even if it turns out to be the wrong play, Zach Hall and myself give you the okay to just always counter sword.
Right. Do you think Sword of War and Peace is the best one?
I think Fire Ice is probably the best.
Okay.
But for Type 2, I think right now, yeah.
So Mike untaps and draws. He really needs a Day of Judgment.
Yeah, and he drew a second Gideon, which is not really going to cut it.
Wow, it can fog. For a turn, but that's it.
Maybe if Jake has the
right.
Zealous Conscripts.
It can't even.
Yeah.
You're right. We'll see what Mike does now. He has a ton of cards in hand. There's nothing really that impressive to do with them.
That's what happens lots of times with Esper control decks. You know, sometimes you just draw like the slow part of your deck.
Right.
And, you know. So I think that's what's going to happen. Gideon, that's going to be a fog for a turn. I guess Mike could mana leak the Zealous Conscripts if Jake has one.
Yeah, it looks like he could. So Jake untaps. And we'll see if he slams the Conscript, goes for the win.
I mean, do you think he has it? I didn't see his hand.
I don't know. I couldn't
okay.
tell. I couldn't tell. Doesn't look like it, though.
Yeah.
At the same time, he doesn't really even need to either, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't need to like walk into a mana leak.
Right.
How come these red-green aggro decks don't really play Cavern Souls? Right, like
I don't know. It seems like their creature types are maybe too spread out.
Yeah, sometimes they'll play like yeah.
We've got elf, we've got bird, spirit, human, wolf.
I think these wolves are something else too. Like
one's a werewolf, one's a wolf, so it's not quite the same.
But I think they have a subtype. I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Because I know Zealous Conscript's like a human warrior. So, all right. So Mike draws a Liliana. Not really gonna cut it. I think he's just have to play a Gideon once again and fog. All right. So the Avenger is a warrior as well.
Yep. Wolf warrior. Huntmaster of the Fells is a human. Right. Of course, human werewolf.
Okay. Silverheart is what?
Probably the same thing. Probably Wolf Warrior.
Is a warrior.
Wolf Warrior.
Okay, so Cavern of Souls is okay because you could name Warrior.
It's okay.
So your Zealous Conscripts get in, your Silverheart, your Avenger.
Right. So anyways, getting back to the match here. Gideon comes down, the Gideon number 2. It plus the 2s.
Yeah.
But Jake's just going to keep battering him down. Mike just has to draw a Day of Judgment.
Jake's just going to pass the turn. Day of Judgment or Terminus.
Yeah, Terminus would do it.
Yeah. And I see a Liliana that he drew last turn, the Lingering Souls. And look at this. This is like turn 8 or something.
Yeah, and there's so much power on the board.
And also his like Glacial Fortress still comes into play tap.
That's true.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with like an Esper control deck. Your mana is usually pretty bad.
Right. And it's like, you know, even if you have all the colors, you might not have them at the right times and on the right turns.
Yeah, we saw it in game 1 where he couldn't play Liliana on turn 3.
Right.
So he plays Liliana and he ticks it up. He's going to discard a Lingering Souls.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know what Jake discarded because his graveyard's way off camera.
Right. Probably something like a Bird Paradise
or land.
Right. He has plenty right now.
Yeah.
So maybe Mike's hoping that that Jake will attack the Liliana. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's the only reason why, because like, you know, he ticks it up and
right.
tries to entice something here.
Saying, okay, let me look at your graveyard. Jake's trying to figure out what kind of nonsense is going on here.
Yeah, I think Jake just looks at his graveyard just to look at cards. You know,
probably.
like,
it's like, you know, maybe trying to remember things for game 3.
Yeah. So I think a Stranglergeist. Yeah.
Okay. Just for good measure.
Yeah, I mean, all right. And Mike's just gonna scoop it up here. Oh, okay.
Flashback thing twice.
Well, he has the 1 out for Terminus.
You're right. You're right. Nope, that's a swamp.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising if he looked at his graveyard to see the thing twice, then he still plays Stranglergeist.
Yeah, pre-combat.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, Jake takes game 2, evens the match at 1-1. So these players headed for a game 3.
Yeah, and this is surprising. This is round 9, and there's still this like venue. There's still so many players here.
Oh my god, it's so full. It's like 300 people in this room.
Yeah. It's like you would think, you know, there's a bunch of people who go O2 or.
There are a lot of side events here today.
Yeah.
They ran, I think, like 17 drafts, something like that. Some crazy number of drafts.
Yeah, I ended up splitting a Winnabox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I switched. I played Delver, just because Black Red Zombies was like tilted me so bad.
Delver's probably a better deck anyway. Probably a better choice.
Yeah, I mean, just playing blue, you know, it's just
you get so many more options.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow I'm kind of thinking like I should just play like Rug Delver, And I could play it. I think my friend has it for me to borrow. But I think I'm just gonna play Team Italia one more time to see how it does.
Rug Delver's a really hard deck to play if you haven't played it a lot too. It's like there are a lot of really complicated things with Stifle, Daze, and Brainstorm, all that stuff. It's like easy to misplay in the first couple turns of the game.
Okay.
I think Team Italia is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did well with it at the Invitational. I ended up going 6-2.
Yep.
So, and it was actually, I lost 2 super close games, one to Josh Ravis and one to Ben Friedman, where both times I drew like a Jace off the top. And that's the problem with a discard deck.
Right.
Your opponent can always top deck.
Especially Legacy, when the cards are so good.
So Reed Duke suggested I play Funeral Charm.
Ooh, instant speed discard.
Yeah. And plus it's good versus Maverick. It kills their mana accelerators.
And their Mother of Ruins, which has to be huge.
Yeah, it kills Mother of Ruins. And it could also get through like a swarm of Lingering Souls.
Yeah.
By giving my guy Swamp Walk.
If you ever want a match by giving your guy Swamp Walk with a Funeral Charm, I would give you the biggest high five.
Okay. All right, well, we'll see if it happens tomorrow, maybe.
If you're just joining us right now, I'm Zach Call with Gerard Fabiano. We're coming to you live from round 9 of 10, Star City Invitational here in Worcester. We're watching Jake Moldowsky play against Mike Clanton, 1 game apiece. Going to game 3 with Mike on the play.
So, we predicted that Esper would win.
Yeah.
Do you still think he's going to win?
I do, especially with him on the play.
Yeah.
I think if he can draw his mana right, and maybe he'll respect the power of the sword a little bit more this game.
Yeah, that was super weird, Because if it wasn't because of the sword, I think Mike could have got out of that jam.
Did he maybe think that Doomblade made it so that he couldn't regenerate? Something like that?
I don't know. I mean, we could ask him later if we like see him around or whatever,
Right.
So lots of times when I do commentary, the players will come up to me afterwards and they'll explain things because we don't know exactly what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Never. Yeah, we never know.
Yeah. And sometimes they might have like a read on their opponent, or they might be using this one like game plan. So, well, this is game 3. So Mike's gonna be on the play. It looks like Costa just won, so Costa might be in top 8.
Yeah, he's high-fiving people.
Yeah,
okay.
He's probably gonna have to win again though. His breakers weren't that good.
No, 59%.
Yeah,
probably not good.
He's
enough.
in 13th. He's gonna win into like 8th place, so he's gonna have to play.
Mike Clanton taking a mulligan on the play. I think Jake's still thinking about his.
Yeah. I actually had a game today where my hand I was gonna probably mulligan. It was a 1-lander on the draw, and my opponent tanked forever. They decided to keep. So I was like, all right, do you want to just draw this game? And he agreed to draw.
Oh, wow.
So we both just drew 7 new cards.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I asked the judge. I didn't know you could do it either.
That sort of seems like you're somehow breaking rules, although I know you're not. But
yeah, it
seems like you are.
Because you can just say, hey, do you want to draw this game?
Right.
And if both players agree to draw,
it's a draw.
It's a draw. So when I fell to the slip, it was like 2-0-1. And plus it's like kind of fun,
I definitely remember doing that, back in the day, back when I was a casual player, friendly mulligan.
Yeah.
Or something like, you can start at 25 life if I can have 7 cards. I used to play that way too, not in tournament stuff.
I like the friendly mulligan a bit more, yeah.
So Mike with a 6-card hand, I see Day of Judgment, I see Sorin and a blue
some
card
lands.
On the left. Yeah, and some lands. And
his hand looks kind of slow.
It does.
It's alchemy.
I don't think you can mulligan any hand with a Day of Judgment, though, against red-green.
Yeah,
not on 6 cards.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. All right, so turn 1 Llanowar Elf from Jake. This is really
Mike
good start.
draws the 2nd white source, which will be key.
Yeah, a turn 4 Day of Judgment could definitely put a damper on Jake's plans.
Yep, so Elf gets in for 1, and wow, nothing on 2.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, it's like, if you just passed there, then it would have been, the Avenger coming down.
Right.
But it's kind of weird.
Yeah, all the red-green players we've seen on camera today, they've kept these hands that just have no turn 2 play, no turn 1 play.
Yeah. All right, there's Huntmaster. So that's Huntmaster going to resolve, and Mike's in great shape. He's going to alchemy, get whatever he wants, and then Day of Judgment.
Right, and just be in a commanding position. He'll untap with 2 planeswalkers. His opponent will only have 1 creature on the board.
Yep. All right, so there's the alchemy. So Mike has to look at 4 cards, and then, if the game goes long, he can flashback the alchemy.
Right. Ooh, and there's that Terminus we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, Terminus is not that good for 6.
No, not really.
It's good against Stranglerootgeist.
It is, but on turn 6, it's like it's not really a huge deal. I think we'll probably just see him. Oh, he's looking at the land actually.
Okay, maybe he thinks like the only way I could lose this game if I miss land drops.
I don't think that's unreasonable because he has a Gideon and only 4 land.
Yeah.
So it looks like that's what he takes.
Okay, and plus you can, again, you can flashback the Alchemy at 7.
Right. I think it was either the land or the go for the throat, the cheaper
Sure.
spell.
All right. So we're gonna see a Day of Judgment from Mike. And Jake's not gonna like this, but that's Magic.
Yeah, I mean, Wrath of God will do what it has been doing for years and years and years,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Making red-green players really sad.
All right, so 2 mana from Jake. Okay, so Geist gets in for 2.
Yep.
But I mean, it's Mike's on 17. He doesn't really care.
Yeah, not really a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike can just untap and play Gideon if he wants to, or a Sorin.
Yeah.
And Sorin is really good against Strangleroot Geist.
Yeah, definitely. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. Sorin, and end of turn, he's gonna sack the Evolving Wilds. Probably go get an island.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He has double black, he has double white, looking for double blue. And there's that vampire. And if Jake has a Sword of Feast and Famine here, that'll be very, very strong.
Yeah.
We'll see if he boarded him in.
All right, so Strangleroot Geist will get a counter.
Yep,
Mike will gain 1 life from the vampire.
up to 18. And is that a
Yeah.
cameo he drew?
He
No.
didn't draw anything.
No, for the last turn.
Oh, for the last turn?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe. I think Tameo should be boarded out though.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very good against red-green.
Yeah. It seems like the weakest Planeswalker.
Yeah, for sure.
Initially I thought Sorin might have been the weakest, but Sorin, does some work against the ground creatures.
Yeah, especially Strangleroot Geist.
Yeah.
Plus, it can block the Silverheart forever, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, watching this red-green deck makes me not want to play red-green anymore.
Yeah.
It's like turn 5, turn 6, and he plays like a bird. Like what's
Yeah.
up? You know what I'm saying?
It's like it's an aggressive deck, but it plays 23 land and 8 1-drop accelerators. So it's like it really plays almost 31 mana sources.
Yeah, and it seems inconsistent as well.
Yeah. So Sorin's gonna tick up, gonna
Yeah.
make another vampire.
Yeah. I think just playing Gideon right here is probably the best play.
Yeah.
That is a Tameo.
Wow. So he left him in.
I'm surprised. Like something like Karn. I mean, even though Karn costs 7, it's like so much more powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, the Tameo. It's like, what do you want a Tameo really? Half of a Huntmaster?
Yeah, it just
I guess it's good against Avenger. It is an answer to that card.
Yeah. I mean, so is Karn.
Yeah.
Even though Karn is slower, but I wouldn't want either of them in.
Right. I agree. So Gideon comes down. He'll +2, and the window for Jake to win this game is growing smaller and smaller.
Right now, he needs like
a bonfire.
a Zealous Conscripts to like steal the Gideon, to like kill the Sorin,
Right.
something like that.
That would be really, really strong.
But instead, he plays a Llanowar Elf.
A strong play.
Yeah. And Strangleroot Geist will probably just get. Do you think Mike's at a chump block or?
I don't know.
I mean, chumping's like
It's
not
fine.
terrible, but I mean, Gideon going to 5 doesn't seem like it's in any danger of dying.
No, I think Mike probably wants to chump because he wants to use Gideon's -2 to kill that Geist. That's my guess.
Really?
And having Gideon still at 5.
I think Mike's just gonna once again have everybody attack the Gideon.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah.
I think both plays are pretty reasonable.
You know,
here.
or what he could do, he could actually kill the bird because he wants to play around like the Silverheart.
Right.
So
That's true.
yeah,
But it would have to be a Silverheart off the top.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. Or a Green Sun though. So it's really like 6
Yeah.
Silverhearts.
All right, so there's a day. All right, I mean,
This works too.
yeah, Mike just wants to get aggressive, I guess. He'll probably want to, make a token and then just bash in for 6.
Yeah, that's what I would do with that Sorin.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sorin's on his ultimate right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So if Jake steals that Sorin, he can gain control of the Gideon and the vampire. Well, actually, not the vampire. But
Because the tokens will die. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So that might be a slightly dangerous play.
Maybe. I don't think Mike's.
Oh!
Wow! There
Oh wow!
it is.
See? Yeah, that's sick.
You called it before
Yeah.
this match, and Jake was clearly saving it for just this moment.
Yeah.
So Sorin will ultimate, take the Gideon,
Yeah.
and now Gideon will attack.
Now he's
here.
attack for 9. Wow,
Yeah.
that was the only way Mike could have lost this game. I felt. Wait, why didn't he attack?
Gideon +2. He forgot it had haste. I think.
Oh, he forgot it had haste.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This isn't that bad.
I don't know. It could be an extra turn.
He misses 6 damage, but he still is a Gideon. He still is a 3/3. He's not out of the woods though. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Wait, did he not even use the Gideon? Shouldn't it be at 10?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It looks like it's only 8 counters. Maybe
Huh.
you got too excited.
Maybe. I would
All right,
be
there's
pretty excited.
Consecrated
too.
Sphinx.
But that, I'm not sure how much that really helps.
Yeah, I feel like Mike should have been at 10 life, which is definitely huge. Because if he draws like Wolf Run here or something.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah.
So, wow. Active Gideon for Jake.
What did Mike draw off the Sphinx?
I can't
A
tell.
Liliana?
I see a Liliana. That's
Yeah.
not too important right now. Tameo, Liliana, think twice. That's his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mike misplayed the SCGWOR in there.
Yeah, it's definitely seemed like it.
Yeah. All right, there's Hellrider.
Oh, wow.
Sideboard card in action. So Mike would have been, yeah, if Mike was on 10, he would have been at 2 life, right? No, he would have been at 1.
Yeah, 1 life versus a Hellrider.
Yeah. Versus the whole entire team.
Right, yeah, actually versus the team.
Because look at this now. Mike could actually block the Hellrider.
Yeah, he takes 3 on the attack. He drops to 13. If he blocks Hellrider, he drops to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he has to block Hellrider right now.
Yeah. Otherwise, if that Gideon got in last turn. Oh, wait. Yeah, like, what? I don't know what happened.
It gains haste, so...
Yeah, it does gain haste. I don't know why. Yeah, it must have just been a misplay. Is anybody from Twitterland saying anything different?
No, untap that permanent. It gains haste until end of turn.
Yeah.
It's not like if it changes forms or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
But anyways, Michael untapped with his Consecrated Sphinx. It looks like he'll have 1 more turn. He's at 4 life.
Somebody texted me saying Gideon didn't have haste. Why didn't he have haste? Whoever texted me. I don't even have this number on my phone.
Oh, we're stupid.
Why?
He stole the Soren. He didn't steal the Gideon.
Oh, we are so stupid.
Yeah, we're just dumb here.
Yeah, we're dumb. All right.
Jake knows what's up.
Yeah, Jake, you're the man, Jake. You know?
Yeah. Save the conscripts for just the right moment.
Yeah.
Mike at 4, he can play the Liliana. Well, can he play Liliana and Tameo right now?
What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, I think he's 1 short of playing both of his Planeswalkers, or 2 short here.
Oh, Oren Beasley texted me. Thanks, Oren. I love you, man. All right, there's Liliana.
Yeah, and that'll make him sack the conscripts.
Yep. This game's exciting.
It is.
I need some popcorn, like watching the movie, you know?
It's not often you see a Gideon on the red-green side of the
Yeah.
table. So Jake draws for his turn. And Mike's going to have to chump block with this Consecrated Sphinx, unless he drew a Doomblade here.
Let's see.
I don't think he did. I think he drew 2 lands off that trigger.
All right, Jake says activate. Strangleroot Ice.
Wow. Michael, think twice. He's trying to find an answer here.
Terminus. Terminus.
No, he draws Forbidden Alchemy.
Okay.
And
He chumps.
Consecrated Sphinx chump
Yep.
blocks. Mike drops to 2. So any burn spell from Jake now kills him.
Oh, Huntmaster. That's almost a burn spell.
Yeah, it is.
We need a Terminus.
Yeah, Terminus is would be very good here. Oh, that's a blue card. Not many blue cards that can save him right now.
Yeah, the reason why we need a Terminus, we need a Terminus and then play Tameo to lock down the Gideon.
Right. Yeah, Mike Clanton is about to lose to his own Planeswalker unless he can pull something miraculous.
Yeah. I think he drew that Conscript on the top, too.
Did he? I don't know. He slammed it like he been holding it for a
yeah.
while, I thought.
Like he's like, I just set you up.
I hope so. It's cooler that way.
Is it? I think it's cool every top deck did. Or no?
Maybe.
That's
I
like
don't
more
know.
lucky.
Yeah, it's definitely more lucky.
All right, Mike's trying to, weasel his way out of this one.
Trying to figure out a play that can make him win here.
I honestly think if I was playing, I would have attacked with the Gideon. Because I would have been so excited.
I probably would have tried. I mean, we were both confused.
Yeah, yeah.
It seems like everything should get haste.
That's what Gazelle's conscript is.
Gain control of all your opponent's Planeswalkers, they all gain haste.
It's like the insurrection for Planeswalkers.
So Mike read now, even a Day of Judgment wouldn't do it because that Gideon's just going to keep attacking here.
Yeah. Mike's probably thinking of his outs.
Yeah, I'm not sure he has any right now.
Yeah.
Terminus, he can He can think twice into a terminus on his opponent's turn. I think that's it.
Yeah, he's out of outs.
He needs a miracle.
We need to change Mike's last name to Mike McD. Out of outs, you know.
You got to call up Alexander Hayne.
Yeah,
for a miracle. So Mike pitches 3 lands to that Forbidden Alchemy. Has a Tameo, but no, don't think twice now. Now on a Terminus anyway.
Yeah, it didn't matter. What a crazy game. We were confused. Everybody at home was confused. Even if you weren't confused,
Pretend you're confused.
Yeah, just pretend you're confused. Just spin around in your computer chair right now. One time, I guarantee it would be fun. You know that?
Jay Moldowsky beats Mike Clanton 2-1. You see Mike there, kicking himself for not playing around the conscripts.
Yeah,
I'm sure he realized it right when his opponent slammed it.
Yeah, it's just like
you can't leave that Sorin at 6.
Yeah.